Welcome to another MUFART investigation. I am your host, Damien Ichabod. MUFART is a, what's the word? Amateur UFO investigation group. I do investigations into the night sky once or twice a week because we see a lot of UFOs around southern Massachusetts where I live. So I have a goal of getting them on camera, getting them on video, getting evidence of them on video, and that's what MUFART does. It's an evidence collection group for UFOs. I've been interested in UFOs since I was a kid. I've seen plenty of them. I've seen over 20 of them in 6 years. And I just want to get them on video, just to show off what I'm seeing. So I formed MUFART, which is a paranormal/UFO investigation group, to do this. I formed it as Terran Paranormal Alliance in 2006, I think. 2008. After I saw 3 UFOs in one night. And Terran Paranormal Alliance was changed to MUFART, Massachusetts UFO Filming and Research Team, later on when UFOs became the primary focus of it. Right now, it's half UFOs, half paranormal. I've gone back to the paranormal thing, but I don't investigate paranormal stuff in person. That's for other videos. I do it with Google Street View. Images captured with the Google Street View trucks. I try to see if there's something weird in the images. But my primary focus still is UFOs. Even though the name has changed from MUFART, M-U-F-A-R-T, to MUFART, M-U-P.H.A.R.T, which stands for Massachusetts Unknown Phenomena Anomaly Research Team, it still is mostly a UFO investigation group. I plan to do an investigation tonight into the night sky for an hour. I do them from 1 to 2 a.m. in the morning, once or twice a week, on clear nights only, or partly cloudy nights. I prefer partly cloudy nights because the things I see appear a lot on partly cloudy nights, not necessarily clear nights. Okay, people, we're doing another UFO investigation tonight. Tonight is the 29th. I'm going to do it from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. tomorrow morning on the 30th. I do it 1 to 2 a.m. once a week for an hour. I go upstairs. I look for UFOs. I do an update every 10 minutes, so I do 6 of them in an hour. I look at the sky all night. I film anything out of the ordinary that I see. If it looks like a star, I'll also film it if I think it's out of the ordinary, and I'll discard it later if it turns out really to be a star. I'm looking forward to this. I haven't done this in a long time. It's been a week since I did the previous one, and that really didn't give me anything. And as of late, the 1 to 2 a.m. investigation time period has not given me much lately. It has not. I think the last time I had really good results of a real UFO was 4 of them before, 4 ones before this current one now. So it's 3 ones ago, basically. So I've been seeing a lot more during the earlier time period, like around 6 to 7 p.m. rather than 1 to 2 a.m. Which is weird, because a few years ago it was the other way around. You'd go out there at 6 to 7 p.m. and see nothing. And at 1 to 2 a.m. you'd notice lots of weird stuff happening. And right now it's just not conforming to that standard of late night. It likes to show up then. It's weird. Unlike last time, it's a clear night tonight, which is a good thing. It's the only clear night of the week, so I choose a clear night usually. If I can, if there are no clear nights that week, I will choose a night that's partly cloudy if possible. If none of those are true, I will just choose a night that works for me. Tonight is one I chose. It's clear, but that's a complete coincidence because I chose this day because I was supposed to have my hair cut. It already happened, obviously. I was supposed to have it one of these days this week, and I couldn't do it any other day. I couldn't do it on a Wednesday, basically. So I chose the Wednesday because I could get away with an investigation and don't have to worry about the haircut. Because I need to be able to do this while my mom is out, and if she's going out with me to get my haircut, because she goes with me every time, I can't do this prep work, this intro section of the video, you know? So I have to be able to do this before I do an investigation. I could do it the day before, but that's just inconvenient. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this investigation. I haven't done one in a long time. And I honestly can't wait to see if I can see something out of the ordinary showing up on the film. 2 nights ago, not last night, but the night before, I was looking out the window that is behind this wall. And I saw something very weird. Two very big, bright lights that shouldn't be there. There's no light source that should be there that would account for them. Big, they almost look like glowing eyes. They were huge, very bright, even fiery when you zoomed into them. I looked in the area where they were later on in the day, and there's a house there, and there's some windows in the house, so I'm thinking candles in the windows. Well, I start zooming into the house looking for any kind of light source, and I don't see any. I don't see any single candle. I don't see anything like that. I'm not sure what these were. I'm thinking they're some kind of, I don't know, maybe reflections of something. I really don't know what they were, but I caught them on film. And they slowly started to dissipate because after a few hours they were gone. They were only there for like maybe an hour or so. They were so weird though because they were creepy. When you zoomed into them, they were extremely bright. You could see them with your own eye. Alright, and they weren't normal lights because they looked different. They looked more like a reflection than the light. And you know how animals' eyes are reflective? And here's the weird thing. When I filmed the area a night later, I was able to see the house they were in front of very easily with my own eyes and with the camera. The night I saw them, whatever was making them was blocking the house, making me think there was something big, some kind of big animal out there creating them. Now, there was no tree in any area that could account for these humongous eyes, because it doesn't make sense for something to have eyes that are 6 inches across to be on a tree that's only turns out to be 1 inch tall, because the branch was like maybe just beneath them. So, whatever it was had to be 10 feet tall, at least 12, maybe 13 feet. And I didn't see if it had wings. I zoomed in and it looked like there was a shadow there of some sort that was blocking me from seeing the house. I don't know. And I couldn't find any evidence of anything being there after that. And whatever it was gone within an hour. And I didn't notice it again the next night. I checked last night twice and didn't see them again. I doubt they're like lights for like Christmas lights for our house, because I looked and there was no light sources around there on last night or whatever. So I just don't know what I'm dealing with. It's just a very peculiar thing that I saw 2 nights ago, and I just wanted to pass it on. I have footage of it on my YouTube channel. Look for Giant Eyes Scene. It's one of the newest videos. I zoomed in on them, and they looked very fiery up close. Very weird. Which is a sign they're a reflection, because that's what reflections look like into this camera. This camera over-amplifies things, so it makes reflections look very fiery and whatnot. Okay, we're up here for tonight's investigation. It's about 1:08 a.m. It's a clear night out tonight, so I'm looking forward to seeing what I can see. Let me get the whole place ready. As you can see, it's a pretty clear night out. So you can see the stars. I see a few up here. I don't know if there was a that's why I saw the weird animal during the last one investigation. I really can't say too well, though. So when I went in, I was looking at this. So yeah. Okay, it's the first update. It's around 1:10 a.m. I see nothing unusual out there, by the way, right now. There's that star-like UFO I've seen plenty of times. I'm gonna try to film it. There's nothing out there right now. I'm thinking of the weird lights I saw down this way the other night, I thought were eyes, or just some kind of light from inside that house. I'm not sure, but I think that's the most logical explanation now. Nothing to report so far. Okay, it's about 1:20. I still don't see anything out of the ordinary out there right now. I'll keep you updated every 10 minutes. There's nothing out there tonight. It's a very, very, very done night, I think. With the last mini investigation, though, it's okay, I guess. Okay, it's the next update, people. It's around 1:30 a.m. I still don't see anything out of the ordinary tonight. I guess this is a dud night like last time, too. As of late, these late night ones, time slots have been terrible for results, so I don't know. I don't see anything out there, unfortunately. I just saw something up here, though. I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining that. I'm not sure. Okay, it's the next update, people. It's 1:40 a.m. I still don't miss anything out of the ordinary. Maybe film this area briefly. See if anything's down here. I doubt it though. There's still not much up here, honestly. I thought I saw something weird once, but I think it's in the middle of one of my updates, but the camera will show if I actually saw something or not. The footage anyway. This seems to be another dark night, people. I hate to say it. It's 1:50, and I see something up there. Weirdly. I didn't notice this before.
star. Can't get good footage of it no matter how hard I try. Yeah. It keeps blurring when I try to zoom in. It's about east-northeast, 20 degrees up, 150 or so. This is best that I'm going to get recorded, sorry. This is a star or something else. It's extremely bright. It was seen in the northeast around 1:52 a.m. Roughly, I don't know, 20 degrees up, roughly. Very bright. Whatever it was, I didn't notice it till around 1:50. There's more footage of it. It's still just blurring while I'm trying to zoom in on it. I've been up here around 150 before, and I've never noticed this star before. I keep track of where ones are. I've never noticed this one at all. This is a new one. That doesn't mean it's not a star. We'll find that out tomorrow during the results, okay? This could be just a star I filmed. I don't know tonight. I won't know until I look at it in stellarium. More footage here. Keeps blurring when I try to zoom in any further than that. And here's a little bit of footage here. See how it's moving around like crazy like that? I don't know, I don't think stars do that. Close. I'm shaking bad, so. The thing just changed position to be right out my window. Take a look at this. Provided they're the same thing. It just jolted up to my direction. Stars don't do this. Now it's really bright now. Star should move like this. This is dampened footage. It's a star. That's a star like UFO. There's no way they can move that quickly. I'm telling you. Well, it's 2 a.m. I think we have a pretty damn good investigation, all things considered. This is the final update. This is definitely a catch of the night. One of the best this year, actually. Considering. I'll see if there's a star in this position. It's roughly east-northeast right now at 2 or 2 a.m. Roughly, I don't know that direction yet. I'm not sure if this is a star or not, but I can tell you tomorrow during the results. Definitely great footage. I've never seen that star before at this time at night, and I memorize where ones are. I would have noticed it before. I would have filmed it. I didn't. And I was up here on a clear night once, so I think I would have seen it. I haven't seen it before this. I know that. So, it's certainly not a plane. It's moving too slow to be a plane. It fails most of my tests because I just change position very suddenly. Stars don't do that. They don't change position. It wasn't even visible behind that thing when I was sitting down. And all of a sudden it jumped up 20 degrees in the air or something. 10 degrees, that's unheard of. Stars don't do that. Planes certainly don't do that. It's not even moving. Right now it's totally standing still, but if you see when it's zoomed in, you can tell it's definitely something weird. So I'm happy with this investigation. I hope you people are, and I will be back with the results. Stay tuned.
Okay, these are the results of last night's investigation, people. I have two things to show you. One might not be visible on this camera. I don't know. Sorry, but I've got the hiccups right now. So, look for two flashes of light next to a tree. The big pine tree outside. Yeah, I'm not sure this one's showing up on the footage. But yeah, there were two weird flashes of light seen by me to the right of the pine tree, and I just saw them suddenly. I don't know what they are. Starlight going through the clouds. But that's not like the best thing I caught by far. In fact, the only other thing I caught was a very good footage of a star-like UFO last night. So let's go to that. This star-like UFO, I was seeing out my window east-northeast, and all of a sudden, northeast, and all of a sudden it goes east-northeast, and it changes direction suddenly so I could see it through the window when I was sitting down, which no stars could do. That's a huge change in direction. So, check this out for footage. This is very good footage. The little white thing right there, flickering, is a star-like UFO. And as I zoom in on it, it starts moving like crazy. It starts moving like crazy, like completely erratic, and doesn't stand still. And this is great footage, by the way. I think this is some of the best footage I've gotten this month. Of something that proves star-like UFOs are real. And this certainly can't be any known star. In its position northeast, Vega could explain that, but the fact that it moved east-northeast, so I could see it when I was looking out east-northeast, yeah, that just disproves it was a star, because it changed position suddenly. So yeah, those are the results, people, of this investigation. Positive results for a UFO tonight, people. Enjoy.